Okay, I'm back with some comments on 1.4 set 3, these problems that I chose down here. Alright, oh, that's no good. Number 2 says, I have a bagel every other day, so I probably had a bagel on Sunday. Here, this is just a set of exercises that are an induction, incidentally. We know this is an induction based on the word probably right here. We know what the conclusion is based on the word so. The conclusion comes after the word so. Here in this case, conclusion always will, a conclusion always will. There could then be a premise, though, that's listed with a premise indicator thereafter. Now, the question is the reasoning correct? Do we have a greater than 50% chance the conclusion is true, granted the premise? Use the flowchart on the top of page 12. Crucial here, this one is inductive weak, and the reason is every other day is 50% of the time. You got to be greater than 50% for the argument to be inductive strong. Going on to number 4, a little bit of a different one, pressing on some other kinds of things, but this one's also going to be weak. Let me give you some thoughts on why that's the case. Again, we have the word probably, and our conclusion here is in the end. It is the second sentence here. The reason given that the Browns fans probably don't consume very much alcohol on Sundays is that there was a survey in a parking lot before a game and the people said they had 1.2 beers on average. Now, the reason this is weak, though, are really two things. One, a kind of subtle thing that sometimes people lie, and we might see someone want to downplay the amount of alcohol they drank when surveyed. But the other thing that really is a breakdown between the premise and the conclusion is these are fans in a parking lot. And that's far from the entire group of Browns fans. So there's a gap between the premises and the conclusion, a significant one that we can note. Those kinds of things are the subject of logic that we're working on here. So we have inductive weak here as well. The last one that I've chosen here is actually cogent. First question is whether or not the reasoning is correct. There might be some debate or discussion about this, and I choose that here and otherwise in the book. But we have something that has happened 4 out of 4 times. The Bills lose the Super Bowl. All right, so what we think about the Bills this year or some other year is not the question, nor even really, although this could come in, what you think about how the Super Bowl operates. We have something having occurred 4 out of 4 times. It doesn't guarantee it's going to happen the next time, but it gives strong reason, greater than 50% chance that it's going to occur again. That's how we reason all the time. And though there are exceptions and maybe other factors, this is definitely a strong reasoning pattern. Now, if you don't know football, you may or you probably don't know this, but the premise here that the Bills have lost every time they've been in the Super Bowl, 4 out of 4, is actually true. So, not only is the argument strong, which is the logical question here, but the premise is true as well, so the argument fires on all cylinders. Uncertainty notwithstanding, the argument has good reasoning and the premise is true, and so we say it's cogent.